got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jackson looking to throw right away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
DJ Jones
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Slot man moves right. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. At 7-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Had some space to move right away as he's hauled him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, middle.
From the gun, a run for Hill.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
You at 13.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Hill looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side making that look easy from his corner position.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. With it is Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Being chased out left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. To throw again is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the 2nd half here with Williams. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jackson to return. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
I like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Jackson. Yeah, this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They give it to Hill running right. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Draymond Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Brendan McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Over it.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Jackson's throw brought in here by Bateman. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Brings up second down at their 49-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Right at the 40. Hill going to try the right side. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands. And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes right side. The 40. The 30. 10. 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
13.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, middle. We change it.
Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A gain of 19 yards.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 50.
2nd and 10. Now Jackson.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, report.
Throwing. Jackson. Connecting with Hill.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Wilson wants to throw it. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point?